Originals, découvrez en avant-première nos interviews sur les séries qui font l'actu.
BetaSeries, partenaire média du Festival des séries TV de Berlin 2021.
Bienvenue sur BetaSeries, la radio, pour un spécial Festival des séries de Berlin, partenaire média de ce festival du 23 au 26 septembre 2021. J'ai l'honneur d'interviewer aujourd'hui Dana Ivgy, l'actrice principale de Embezzlement, qu'on pourrait traduire en français par détournement de fonds, une série israélienne en 7 épisodes en compétition officielle ici à Berlin. Thank you very much to be with us today, Dana, from Israel.
Yeah. Bien sûr.
So, Dana, this series is inspired from a true dramatic story, an amazing story from the early 2000s, the Etty Allen affair. Could you tell us a little bit more about this story and about Etty, which is your character, the one you're playing, a real person?
Yes. Well, it's a crazy, crazy story. It's the biggest embezzlement in Israel, and maybe I don't know about the world, but I don't know if anyone managed to steal so much from a bank, like not robbing it, with a gun. I don't know, because she managed to actually steal. They say 250 million shekels, which is actually more, but at some point they just gave up trying to look for the money and they left it at that. But it's close to 300 million shekels. I don't know how much it is in euros, but
another 100 million, and it was 20 years ago, so it's a huge amount, and it has been a big scandal at that
yes period. It's a huge amount, and also it kind of, this money went to the crime scene in Israel, which was never that big. It was always like little, much smaller money, and suddenly all this money started running into Israeli crime, and like there started to be like really big criminals, rich criminals, and huge drug deals, and nobody knew where it was coming from. But actually it was just this woman trying to save her brother's life.
Yeah, because
her brother was
you work in a bank, and you're a very, very good bank accountant, but to help your brother you start to steal this huge amount of money, and then becomes a crime thriller. I mean, because it's very tense, the story itself is incredible, and it's also a family drama, because you are split between your brother, your mother, your father, the bank, and the people you owe money to. So how did you like, what did you like in this role, in fact, of Etty?
I liked a lot of things about it. First of all, I really love that I have a lot of research to do, and there was a lot of materials, because this is a true story that the media, couldn't get enough of. So there are like a lot of articles and video articles, and I think Etty's character is a really amazing and complex character, because for me, I mean, I needed to understand a lot of things that are natural for me, because her devotion is so complete to her brother and to her family that it's over her devotion to herself and to her family and to her kids. And that was like a huge journey for me to go and understand that, and understand this character. She does this really, really extreme thing, but she's not at all an extreme person. She's a really good worker and
mother.
She really wants a mother, and she wants her life to be organized, and just, she's not looking for this kind of thrill.
Yeah.
But still she goes all the way to the, to the 250 million shekels that she takes, and nothing tells her, like, a lot of times she wanted to stop. I know in the true story, a lot of times she tried to stop it, and she tried to talk to her brother and to her father and said, I can't do it anymore. But still, she always believed that they would give the money back. at some point, even when it was like crazy amounts of money. So she's really, really smart up here, but sorry.
No problem.
That's people from the working on the, I mean, Elat. Do you know Elat?
Yeah.
It's like the most amazing beach. If you want, I'll show you later.
Thank you.
But so, I mean, she even says at one of her interviews, she says, I was the smart one in our family. And I could have stopped that. I could have stopped that loop, but I couldn't.
You couldn't.
Too bad.
Yeah. You're an
She couldn't.
incredible
Just
character.
emotionally couldn't.
Yeah. It's amazing performance. You look so much like her. First of all, you have changed your hair totally because she has quite a look. I saw picture time, and effectively she's exactly like you. I mean, it's incredible, this physical, appearance you have modified.
But you know what? The eyebrows, that was the most like extreme thing for me, because I have like these big dark eyebrows, and she has like this little like small that all this lifting of the eye thing. That was like crazy for me. I felt so naked. Like more naked than if I was really naked with my eyebrows on,
I guess.
And we had this really, really, really amazing makeup artist who did the most gentle thing, no prosthetics or anything, but just, really smart and really gentle.
And did you meet her as she's a real person, I mean, or no?
No.
Neither the
No,
family
I really wanted to.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, she's now already, I think, 3, maybe 4 years out of jail. And I can understand, she wants her life. She doesn't want any more, like media around her, because the story was so covered. Like there are pictures from her trial and like cameras going into her face like this. Like they saw her break down at the end of the trial. They like everything, like the most personal things. So I really respect that. And I tried to, do the best research I could and just hope she'll be happy and, not feel that it's a cliche or not feel that it's respectful to her, because it doesn't matter what, someone did or didn't do. Like there's still, she's still a person and a woman. And after I did all the research that I did, I could understand a lot of what she did. Otherwise, I couldn't be acting it.
It's true that as a woman, I mean, it's a particular role also because the series shows also the way the society viewed women 20 years ago. It's very difficult for her. She has a lot of responsibilities, but she obeys a lot. She feels responsible and she has to do things because the father has to do so, and so on and so on. So did it change in 20 years, or do you think so?
Oh, yes. I mean, it's a very, also it's a even more machoistic society in Israeli society, the kind of society that she was in. I mean, even now you could find people in that kind of society, like even a bit behind on what's going on, with the women's rights, but it's so different. I mean, like even the last 10 years, like the world is not the same world, I think, in a great way. But the way that she was brought up is, her father testified in trial, trying to help the judges understand her. And he said, for me, she was raised to do whatever her brother tells her to do.
Yeah.
When he was born, I had like 5 days feast. When she was born, okay, when he reached a certain age, I bought him a Ferrari. When when she was this age, it's like, it was really a feeling in the family, like they're preparing him for some, to be a king or for some, but also, that was like what she was taught to do, but also there was a really big love between them.
Yeah.
Because for her,
they're very close.
he was also her father and also her partner and also her brother. And a lot of times when the parents weren't around, so he was there for her. And it's a combination between this really deep connection and love and this really twisted world where she's supposed to give him whatever he wants. She's supposed to take care of it, of whatever happens with him. And she was really brought up that way since the day she was born. So that's what she's talking about when she's saying, I feel that I could have broken this loop, but emotionally just couldn't.
Yeah. We feel that to the character, we feel a lot of empathy. We feel so sorry for her. It's so difficult what she has to go through. And she is very brave. She's very courageous also.
Yeah. Yes, she's very brave. And eventually she's the one that went to the police. I mean,
yeah. And
all the,
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wanted to listen to her. Yeah, nobody didn't want to listen to her because she was just there in the police station claiming that she stole millions of euros or dollars or whatever. And a blonde woman.
But this really happened.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, this really happened. Actually, it was more extreme. In reality, one of the police officers told her, okay, go wait outside. And then she said, okay, they're not buying it. And she brought the attorney. And then the police officer sits with her and the attorney, and then they go outside and okay, go wait outside. And then he goes to her attorney and like, is she sane? Do we have to, like, she's not normal, right? She's not, there's something wrong. He's like, no, she's just check it out and see that she's telling the truth. Like, it's so hard to believe that someone like that, I think that's what helped her go through it, like do it all these years.
Yeah.
Because no one could ever think that she would do it. She was also very devoted to her customers, and like everyone in the bank wanted her to deal with their money and trusted her. I think it was even unexpected for her.
Yeah.
How far she went.
She went so far. So this series is here in the Berlin TV Festival, so international. It's a very, very local story, but with all these universal themes. So do you think that in fact it is an international TV series speaking to everybody?
I mean, I don't, I mean, time will tell, because I do think that the story is very interesting, like no matter where it happens, because it's just crazy that just the story is a story. It doesn't matter if it happened in Israel or in, I don't know, France or America or, Kuwait. It's just, I think the story kind of speaks for itself, but.
Exactly. And the family.
I mean, I hope so.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was amazed by this tension and also the empathy we have to your character and to your performance. So I'm pretty sure about that. Maybe before we finish this interview, are you today on other shows, local shows or movies, or what are your projects these days?
Yes, I am. I have a film just coming out that's called Cinema Sabaya. I think it's just doing its festival kind of tour right now. And there's another Israeli series called Malkot in Israel. It's called Queens, maybe. That's gonna come out like second season in Israel. And then there's 2 more films coming. There's a lot of good things coming. Yeah.
Congrats. Looks very good.
Yeah, I think Israel was very busy during Corona. Like.
Yeah, it looks like, and
there was a lot of
very, very good titles, and we have regularly Israeli series, big hits in France and Western Europe. Just before we leave, as Embezzlement is not yet on the screens, at least in France, would you have to a recommendation of another TV series you like particularly? Because we are a recommendation platform, so any recommendation from you is so valuable.
Well, I'll tell you the embarrassing truth. I don't have a TV.
Maybe on the mobile phone.
I'm an embarrassment to my profession, really. But so because I recently do have Netflix now on my computer. But like the time I don't really know what's fresh, like what's going on now. I can watch things like from 20 years ago and just think that it just came out today. So I'm really ashamed. I just recently watched Fleabag.
Okay.
So
excellent one.
I don't know if it's and it really blew my mind. It was even hard for me to watch anything after because it was so good, and I couldn't believe that I missed it live. And I loved. Also, I watched Lupin.
Okay.
I really liked it. It was really fun. I felt like it was like a really good roller coaster. But now there's a second season, right?
Yeah, right. So
there's like two.
You better go and watch it. Okay. So very good recommendations you got there. Thank you so much, Dana. It's been a pleasure. And
do you want to see like the Elat beach?
Okay. Directly from Elat?
Like for the end, I'll show you. I'll show you real quick. See?
That's great. Wow, that's holidays, huh? Holidays feeling, huh? Yeah. So great. Okay, we're just...
So you'll have a good image. Wait, I'll run away.
Thank you so much, Dana. Very, very nice. Also with these pictures at the end. So cross fingers for the festival awards. See you soon on BetaSeries for other series. And I would like to thank also Yes Studios, Movie Plus Productions, and the Berlin TV Festival for having organized this interview. Thank you so much, et n'oubliez pas d'inscrire Embezzlement dans votre agenda BetaSeries pour ne rater aucun épisode dès sa sortie sur nos écrans. À très bientôt sur BetaSeries pour un nouveau Originals.
Originals, découvrez en avant-première nos interviews sur les séries qui font l'actu.
BetaSeries, partenaire média du Festival des séries TV de Berlin 2021.